Well, the World War II population is aging, and many are dying before their experiences are documented. But there is an effort underway to preserve their stories in the Library of Congress.
Well, this inspired me to get my own grandfather's story. I grew up in a military family, hearing stories about my grandfather in the war, but it wasn't until my children started asking him about World War II that I realized what an honor it is to have an American hero in my family. Clyde Bell Sr., better known as Papaw, is 96, but you'd never know it by trying to keep up with him.
Boys, I've got something to show you.
Oh, wow. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, my
Things
God.
from World War II.
When visiting my sons, 2 of his 13 great-grandchildren, they asked him a simple question.
Papa, what was it like being in the war?
Okay. Horrible.
Horrible?
A question that opened a treasure trove of stories about his years fighting in World War II, complete with memorabilia that takes him back in time.
I went over in August of 43 and came back in August of 45.
His amazing journey as a young Army soldier took him through Africa, Italy, France, and Germany. He took part in 7 campaigns, including the Battle of Anzio, where he lived in a foxhole for 4 months.
The shells started hitting so close that we decided we better dig in, so I started digging in.
He took a Nazi flag that was flying over the town of Rietzeltz, France, replacing it with an American flag.
That's shrapnel hole that where the shell that landed was out on the flagpole. And it had been hit by shrapnel.
He helped himself to knives, helmets, and swastikas as he came face to face with German soldiers.
I said, I want your uniform. Period. And I had a 45 on my side.
And he was at one of the most infamous concentration camps, Dachau, the day after it was liberated.
Dachau was probably the most brutal thing I saw during the war. And there was 37 boxcars on the siding, and the infantry, while I was there, I saw the infantry break into the boxcars. And there's about 200 or 300 dead bodies in each boxcar.
But stories like these are becoming few and far between. In 2000, there were almost 6 million World War II vets alive, but today, there's just over 1 million. And the Veterans Administration says as these national heroes age, they're dying at a rate of 600 per day, making the quest to preserve their stories more urgent than ever.
We had a job to do, and we did it.
Papaw is one of the lucky ones. During the war, he wondered if he would ever live to see his wife Elsie and newborn son, who happens to be my dad.
Lots of them that had babies didn't get back to see them, and I didn't know whether I would or not. And of course, she didn't know whether I'd be back or not.
That was a lifetime.
After 72 years of marriage together, they teach our family about American history and the true meaning of sacrifice, love, and freedom. If you know any war veterans, especially those from the World War II era, you're encouraged to help document their stories and submit it to the Library of Congress. It's called the Veterans Living History Project. You can find out more details at our website, WJHG.com. And if you have any trouble with that, let me know. I'll be happy to help you out. It was a great experience being able to do that story with my grandfather.
So important to capture those stories, and I think we honor them by asking about it.
We certainly do. And to talk with my grandmother, too. You know, you have to think about the support system that was with them during that time. She says it seems like just yesterday, and it was 70 years ago.
Incredible. Their relationship is pretty amazing, too.
72 years of marriage. Let's turn our gears now over to the weather and find out what's